Hello, everybody. Happy July 16th, 2020. My name is Christopher Saunders, and this is the Connecticut Sports Talent Show, where we talk all things talents in Connecticut. And on today's show, we have another Southington football player. We had Ryan Andrews, the offensive lineman. We also had the quarterback in Lafferty, and now we have Donell Woodson, who's a wide receiver and defensive back for the Southington team that I mentioned earlier. It's great to have you on, man.
Thanks for having me on.
First off, before again, I always like to ask the people I have on the show before they talk about the team or the coach, team that they coach or play for, their journey as far as in their particular sport. So kind of give me your path in football.
So I started when I was young, around like 6 or 7 years old. I played for many different like youth teams growing up. Hartford Wildcats, Hartford Knights. Played for the Hurricanes for like 1 year, and I just learned how to play the game through like the older people. Got motivated a lot by different players, and just worked hard. Met a group of guys that was like hard working, and then from there, we all told each other we were just gonna like keep balling throughout high school and make it one day.
Now, as you were kind of going through the ranks in football, did you know that you had the athletic ability to play multiple sports? Because for a lot of athletes, sometimes playing one position is difficult, but for you, you have the ability where you could, basically be put anywhere and you could be successful.
Yeah, but no, but like I like trying new things. So like this year was a prime example of me trying out DB. I switched over this season to play DB. It was fun, learning new things. Living with the coaching staff helped me a lot. Coach Ballmore and Coach Levesque. So I played a major part in it.
Now, when you go into defensive back, you talk about that being the first year for you. How long did it take you to kind of get adjusted to that position? Because a lot of times, depending on the position, if you're going from left guard to right tackle, some people say, oh, it's really not that much of a difference, but it's big as far as the scheming part and the footwork. So, was there anything for you that took a while to adjust?
Not really, because like I play receiver, so like I know what to expect out of a receiver
Mm-hmm.
switching over. I know moves, I know ways to get off the ball and stuff like that. So it really wasn't hard, and like my other teammates like helped me build like different techniques to where I'm comfortable and able to play. So it worked out good. But switching over, I just had to like play smart, and took like at least like 2 weeks. It was like I got thrown in like very end game. Well, Connor game a little bit, and then very end game, and then like that next week I started playing more. And then
Mm-hmm.
like week 3 against Enfield, I actually caught an interception, and then like from there I was like, okay, I can actually do this and actually like be a good player this year at defense.
Were you someone that kind of watched a lot of film on different players to try to learn the position and maybe pick up on some things that you can use as a defensive back?
Yeah, I watched like a lot of different like NFL players talk about players and how to like watch film and stuff and like breaking down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like our team watch a lot of film, so we look at players' tendencies, like what's foot's up, how they react when the team is running the ball instead of passing. Are they lazy on what plays and what plays? So like not to worry about. It all like plays a major part, and we spend hours and hours watching film and getting things down packed.
Now, looking at the team from a macro standpoint, kind of take me into, Coach Drury as far as kind of what does he expect from the program and from each and every one of you guys?
He just expect everyone to like to execute, like do their job. Like if you do your job, then your partner next to you can do his job, and then all 11 players on the field can do their job, so we can win. It's a team thing. So like he's an amazing coach, and he teaches everyone a lot. He wishes the best for everyone. He's just like a great guy, and his coaching is like absolutely good.
Is there anything that sets him apart from maybe other coaches that you've had? Because you mentioned, prior to coming on too, about how you played for a lot of very good programs as you were growing up. But Coach Drury, talented, he's a guy with a lot of fire, a lot of passion, and very respected amongst other coaches in Connecticut.
Yeah, that's a lot of players that say Coach Jerry's insane. Like you say, like our practices are insane. Like he's a good coach, and like the intensity level is always high around him. He just wants you to work. Like everyone should work. He wants the best out of you. He wants everyone to work.
Now, was it your decision to go to defensive back, or was it Coach Drury's?
Like I brought it to his attention to like Coach Levesque, our defensive coordinator,
Okay.
and Coach Drew, our DB coach. I want to play DB. Like, the players like say it as a joke, and then 1 week I was like, I actually play it. And then it happened, and I did good.
Now, when you went up and you said, "Hey, I want to play," what was their uh, what was the reaction? Because a lot of times, a lot of coaches would be like, "Yeah, we'll put you there," but they kind of like you at one position. Were they very open minded to it?
Yeah, there was like you can play because like we do like different drills and practices and like different days. So when it was a defensive day, like I would just work and like technique would be good, so the coaches would see that and then just keep striving and like they knew I had it in me.
When did you feel like you were comfortable in the position? I know you said it took about 2 weeks, but going from practice to where you feel comfortable to where now you're under the lights and there's pressure and you're facing an opponent is completely different. So when did you feel like you had the position at least, at a comfortable level?
Um, I think Darien game, the second half, like I got put in DB, I got comfortable. I was like, we played excellent like the second half. Then like the next week we had infield, which I caught an interception. I felt good. And the next week after that, I just kept playing good, and then kept getting comfortable and learning and technique and having conversations with our old captain Johnny Carrero, which is an excellent captain. He taught me a lot of different stuff and technique and how to play good and get me comfortable where I don't have to worry about certain things.
I've watched your film over the last couple of days, and the one thing I've noticed is you're a very physical defensive back. You know what I mean? Where you're not someone that kind of is like, all right, I'm just going to kind of be near you, but I'm going to give you space. Like, you don't seem like you're like that, at least in the film that I've watched.
I just like told like get your hands on him, make sure like you always have your hand on him to know where he's at and slow him down. Because once you stop him, once you get the DB like mind off his route, then you basically have him to where you want him. So you just gotta play that smart. And just play with technique. Technique's a big thing at DB.
Now, is that a mindset that you've had, or is that something that a coach told you either in the past or at Southington and that you've kind of kept with it?
It's a mixture of both, honestly.
Okay.
Like they talk about technique a lot, so I practice that a lot, and like the mindset, just watching film and learning different things, and like a big thing this year for our defense, we called ourselves the boogeymen.
The boogeyman?
Yeah,
I like that. Okay. Well, now why is that?
It's like the Patriots thing. Patriots have. We have like a video.
Oh, yeah, from last year because Sam Darnold was saying, I'm seeing ghosts.
Yeah. So we call each other boogeymen, and like we just like worked. Our defense is that good last year, and then we just like worked on technique, and we have excellent coaches that coach good.
So who came up with the boogeyman?
I think it was like Coach Levesque. I remember coming to film one day. He was just showing us like the video, like the news clip on like Woodson, and then and then from there we just like took it as a team. Someone like on our team make a video on YouTube. You should look it up, like Southington Boogeyman. It's a good video.
I'll have to check it out.
Yeah,
that's pretty fun. I like to hear stuff like that because coaches have a very difficult job. They first have to make sure that they have the right people as far as the staff. Then they need to find the right players. Then they have to make sure the practices are run well, and they're trying to teach the players. And on top of all that, they're trying to keep the camaraderie up. So for your coach and Levesque to be able to be like, okay, I think I have something that might kind of keep the guys uplifting, such as the boogeyman. I think that's something that, like, at least from what seemed like last year for you guys, you were able to kind of rally around, and your defense was very, very good.
Yeah, like I don't know, like certain clips you probably see, like after a big play, you see like all the defensive players go like this for like the boogeymen. So
see, I was wondering. I saw that in a couple clips, and I was thinking to myself, why are they doing that? Because I was trying to figure out what that was, and now put two and two together, the boogeyman makes sense.
Yeah.
So what's it going to be this year? Is it going to be maybe an animal?
Same thing.
Same thing?
Yeah.
That is so cool. Hopefully I can catch a game and be able to see that because I know for the NVL, Waterbury Career Academy, they had the turnover chain, like for the Miami program, where obviously you get a turnover, you get to wear the chain with all the bling. So,
Yeah.
I mean, hey, whatever works. The boogeyman, the turnover chain, same thing. But hey, man, I really do appreciate you coming on. I have a couple more questions for you, real quick. How have the practices been? I know you guys have started conditioning, and you guys are lucky because a lot of programs aren't. So, kind of take me into. I know you guys had lifting today at 6:30. How was that with all the restrictions because of the COVID-19? Have you been able to follow?
It's different because we don't have our whole team together at one. So we got like two different groups for the varsity level. One group come in earlier around 6:30. The other group come on like around like 8. And it's just like it's like split up. Each group has like 10 players max, and everything's spaced out and everything. The coaches like do a great job with all the weights and stuff. And we're big on conditioning and weightlifting in the summertime for preparing for the season. So Coach Drury and all the other coaches do a great job making sure everything is sanitary. Everyone has the mask on and everything in that manner. We just work hard like it's like a normal year.
Are you guys, as far as players, because the coaches, I'm sure, are doing enough of the worrying as far as if there's going to be a season, but have you guys talked amongst yourselves about, because I don't know if you knew this, but Taft, their season has been canceled because of the COVID-19. Ivy League is not going to be playing in the fall. The NESCAC will not be playing in the fall. And so the question I have for you is, are you guys concerned that the high school season could be either A, not happen, or B, be pushed until the spring?
Yeah, we talk about it as players a lot. It's just like something like we just hope like the senior year, we hope our season will get canceled. We just try to be positive every day and hope for the season to train like seasons that happen in August and like work hard every day. So hopefully we get like like the green call that we have a season, but we're just gonna train hard every day like we are going to that one.
Because the virus not only affected this past season where it was the end of the winter as well as the championships, and then you had the spring and also the seniors, but also you have players like yourself that are trying to put out as much tape as possible so that they can get looked at and have an opportunity to play at the next level. And senior year is really big for a lot of guys who are in the bubble.
Yeah,
You know?
it's just like I don't know. We just praying because like a lot of kids need senior year. A lot of kids need football around the world. Football's a major like getaway for a lot of kids and helps not just like playing the game. It helps like get the family mentality. Like it's not just a regular sport. It's like a sport like brings everyone together. So it's well needed. I hope we have a season this year.
And I'm hoping for everyone's sake, from seniors down to freshmen, for every football program, that they're able to play football. But now we've just about run out of time. But again, I really do appreciate you coming on, and you're welcome to come back on the show anytime you want.
All right. Thank you for having me.
No problem. I'll wrap things up here in the Connecticut Sports Talent Show. So until next time, stay safe. And remember, CT stands for Connecticut Talent. And I'm on a journey to find them all. Have a good one, everybody.